What is going on, guys? This is Versus All Gaming with my review of Tokyo Reign episode 19. In this episode, it was definitely pretty solid. I did enjoy it, and we definitely got a nice fight out of it, even though it was cut short. So, of course, the episode, it starts off with Kyoko and Takiko. And, of course, we have Kyoko guiding her to Natsume and Harutora. Because, of course, Takiko, she has no idea what the class is. But we see that when she does meet up with who she wants, Kyoko actually, quickly gets out of there. Like at one point, we see her hiding behind a door, I think it was, and she just left. But then we have Natsume and Harutora. They were like questioning her, why was she there? Because this is like the first time she had really appeared at the school. But, she was saying that she had came here to visit. And we see her, doing a class. And we also see her at lunch as well. But then we have, what's his name? Kyoko's father. I forgot his name. I believe it was Genji. Not sure if that's right or not, but we have him. And he walks into his office, and we see this character that looks very familiar to me. Like, at first I thought that it was, what's that guy name? It was the guy that was, like, posing as an investigator. I'm like, we've seen him a few times already. I'm trying to think of his name right now. What was it? Harada? Maybe that was it. I'm not really sure. It might have been Harada, but I'm really not sure if that's right or not. But I think that was him though, because this guy looks exactly like him. But we learn later on that it's not really him. But after Toji, Natsume, Harutora, and Takiko, after they left, we have Tenma and Suzuka, and we have Suzuka here who was thinking that that they should be making up with Kyoko right now and not playing around with this girl. But Tenma was like saying that like Tenma told about this fire and everything because she had no idea what happened. But now that she knows that, she could tell that this situation going on right now, it is definitely pretty serious. And even when Takiko learns what happened, she is definitely taken back by that. But she was saying that the general who had attacked Natsume's father, she said that he's alright. But, it was definitely these majors that were responsible for it. But this girl, Takiko, she's not really evil. She's actually pretty nice. Now, I thought that she would be evil because she is part of that organization, that Twin Horn Syndicate. She's a part of that, so I did think she was evil. But we see that she's actually pretty nice, if not very naive as well. And so, while they were talking, and Harutora actually approaches her, we see like this vague image of somebody appearing because people are very transparent. But Takiko here told him to back off, and then we learned something rather shocking because this guy that Genji was talking to, we learned that he's actually Shido Dairenji, who we all know, caused this spirit disaster 2 years ago, and he should be dead. But we see that, he's alive and in person right now. And, even Genji was asking him, about his memories, and he was saying that, he remembers everything till his death. So right now, he's like filling all these blanks, and we just see all these newspapers on his table, and we see these brief images. So I'm guessing, that's from when he had caused that spirit disaster, a couple of years back. And then we also hear another familiar name as well, Motobe, who we all know was a threat like earlier in the series. And so now we have these two characters back, but they have been reborn as familiars thanks to Takiko. So that right there was actually, pretty awesome to see these characters back. But I do wonder, why does Dairenji look so familiar, like Hirata? I think that's it. It's just kind of crazy, to see that. But then we also learned that that Daisen, who we all know was the leader of the Divine Generals, he was actually killed. So that right there did get confirmed. I'm actually kind of upset that it happened because I really did not want him to die. I had a feeling that that they did kill him off, but I was hoping to be so wrong about that because he was awesome. For an old man, he was powerful and pretty epic. So I definitely want him to stick around. But now we have Takiko here, and she was saying how badly, she just wanted to be friends with them, and she challenged Natsume to a practice match because she was saying that magic can express more than words, And so we see that they actually have this practice battle, and it was pretty good. I will say that Takiko definitely surprised me, especially when she had prevented Natsume from summoning her dragon, because we all know that Hokuto is like her main familiar, and it's definitely gotten her out of a few predicaments. So the fact that she couldn't summon it, it greatly handicapped her. But still, though, it was a good fight because they had summoned like the bird familiars, and that right there was pretty cool. Like even that one water spell that Takiko used, that was epic as well. So they had a good fight. But you could see that, like when Takiko was getting pretty serious and she was like counting down, you should see Harutora here, like, kind of struggling a little bit. Like you saw that mark on her cheek, it was glowing. And it looked like he was in pain or something. So that really confused me because I'm not really sure, why that would happen. To me, that right there was a bit confusing. But we see that Ultimo, he actually had to step in, and he had, he had frozen, well, not frozen, he had halted, Harutora's movements, and he also put the talisman on him, like, to calm him down. So I do wonder, why would that happen to him? Because I'm definitely curious about that. And I do hope that they explain it, because this is the first time that, it really happened. But we have Takiko, who actually calmed down now, and we also have Motube appearing as well. And when Ultimo had offered her like to show her around, she had turned it down and left. But then we have Ultimo here, who was questioning, Harutora about how long he'd been struggling like this. And I believe that he said that it's been, going on since that fight he had with Shaver. So I do wonder, what is causing him like to feel this way. But he was saying that, that even though Natsume's spell turned him into a spirit seer, like that was his trigger, but his magic, or his ties to magic, it is very artificial. It's not really natural. So that right there could be the cause of it. It could be because he did not have a natural tie to magic that he could feel this way. And maybe if he does, like let's say that like Natsume does undo the spell, because at this point he should be able to be a spirit seer on his own. He should not need Natsume help for this. So if that spell did get undone, I do feel like that right there might fix everything. But then we have Ultimo here, like wondering where Koyoko was, and when Toji, told her what was going on, and Natsume didn't know what to do. I was definitely glad that he stepped up and told her, because it was about time that this happened. And when Natsume eventually does go to Koyoko, we get this very emotional and very tearful apology. And I do feel like even though, Natsume did apologize, Koyoko did have, had her rights for still being very angry. But I am glad in the end that they definitely, worked everything out and they were friends. But then now we kind of have like this whole love triangle going on, because we have Koyoko telling Natsume about how she fell in love with this boy at her home, and how she thought it was Natsume, but it turned to be Harutora, and now she remembers that, and she was kind of mad at Harutora for forgetting that. But then, Koyoko was saying that once Natsume tells Harutora about her and Hokuto, then they'll be, on equal ground, and they can start, at the start line, to compete to see who get them. And this right here definitely needs to happen. And when she brought up that festival, I do feel like that was perfect as well. So I'm hoping that this finally happens, because it will be about time that this secret came out. Because I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna be 20 episodes into this series next week, and Harutora still doesn't know. So I'm glad that it's finally gonna happen, or it's being strongly hinted at, because it is about time. But then we go to Koyoko and Harutora, and she actually slaps him, and that right there really surprised me, because like Harutora just took it. And we see that, Koyoko was like happy about it. And even though he apologized and they were friends, when she was like walking away, he was still smiling at the fact that, he just got slapped. So that right there was like definitely surprising. But then we go back to Takiko, who now joins Genji, what's his name? Shido, and, and Mutobe as well, because of course he like tagging along with her. And Shido, or Dairenji, he asked her how it went, and and they tell her that it led to a fight, and she got emotional and everything. But when they mention this like Raven code, you just see the biggest smile on her face, and she actually contacts Koyoko. And so while they were talking, we also go to the principal and Ultimo as well, and it seems that the principal wants Ultimo to do something, and Natsume, and with Ultimo now being active again, doing jobs, and we all know that he first came there to watch over Natsume. Her defenses will, be greatly lowered, because we all know that like Toji, Haruto, and everybody else, they're still like practicing and learning and stuff, and so of course they like really can't defend her like Ultimo can. And it was just hilarious, how Natsume really did fool everybody, because we have Ultimo here who had no idea that like Natsume was a girl, and even the principal didn't know either. And it's just so shocking to see how many people could not figure this out. But they learned something, very shocking, because the principal said that this person that is supposed to be the reincarnation of Yako, this person right here was definitely born a guy. But we all know that Natsume is a girl, so something is very fishy here, and I do wonder, what is that? Because now I'm like really curious about this. But then we have Takiko contacting Koyoko as well, and she was asking them if she could help them, because her and Natsume got into a fight, and they really couldn't make up, and then Takiko had remembered that Natsume and Koyoko were also arguing, but she was saying that that was now behind them, and she even invited her to go to that festival with them tomorrow. And so now we have Koyoko blabbing her mouth and telling Takiko that like Natsume is really a girl. And then of course we have Genji and her newly familiars now hearing that as well, and that right there where the episode ends. And even though, Natsume's secret is out, I'm definitely not really liking, how everybody is starting to find out. Now, I get that the people in the school, but you just met your girl Takiko, and you're already telling your friend's secret. Like, come on now. But overall, this episode, it was definitely good. I really did enjoy it a lot. I do want to see more of a Takiko, and I do want to see, what her new familiars can do. But now that everybody knows that like Natsume is a girl, I do wonder, how is that going to change up the story? Because if the person that is really the reincarnation of Yako and like was born a boy, then where is he now? And also, what was going on with Haruto? Because that right there was just weird. I do hope that whatever problems he have at the moment, he can work through them. But as always, please do not forget to like the video and subscribe, because that really helps me out. And you guys take it easy, and I will see you all next time.